A quick new idea, daily from the world's greatest TEDx talks. I'm your host, Tosa Leone, and this is TEDx Shorts. As we are all aware, the global pandemic has caused safety restrictions that affect our daily routines. This is especially true of our educational institutions, where we all had to seriously rework the established structure of school and recreation to keep our kids educated and engaged. But anthropologist Dosar Mi says that when we look at our history of human evolution, the traditional childhood experience is actually pretty new today. Dosa shares a bit of a history of this cultural shift and what the ramifications are for child development and learning. Sure, kids, like kids everywhere, spend a lot of time observing the adults and incorporating their behaviors into their blade. In fact, this is one of the reasons the blade itself has evolved, as a way to practice the skill in a way that are low cost. No one has to encourage kids to do this. They do it on their own because through unstructured blade, children learn how to become adults. Another important benefit to this mixed-age society is that kids teach to and learn from one another. Younger kids benefit by learning from the older kids who are only slightly better than them, and through teaching, older kids strengthen their own skills, as you may have experienced yourself. Teaching helps you learn. In our Western societies, kids here spend their development in a room with older kids in their own age by design. Adults determine when kids eat. They determine when kids play. They even determine when kids can go to the bathroom. And with the unstructured playtime of recess, it's now quickly become unstructured activity. A strange byproduct of all this micromanaging is that we're teaching the kids things that they don't even need to be taught. Kids don't need to be taught how to play. They don't even need to be taught how to talk really. You don't have to point an apple and say, "This is an apple." Kids also learn through exposure, like hearing you ask your husband for an apple and him handling you one. Apples done. When we take away unstructured play, we are in fact taking away the training wheels to adulthood that children have had for millennia. We're contributing to an increasingly mismatched environment. What's more, instead of letting kids develop foundational skills like problem solving, we're flipping to the back of the book to show them the answers. But that leaves them unprepared for all of the new problems they're going to face. This might be one of the reasons why the transition to college is so difficult for kids here, or why choosing a career path can feel so daunting. There's been very little space to explore. The lesson is not that we should go back to living life for sure, or think that whatever is natural is what we should do. That's the naturalistic fallacy. But we would benefit from taking a broader perspective and understanding how our evolutionary history has shaped the way our minds develop. We all want the best for our kids. We want them to be independent, confident problem solvers. We want them to be happy. It's hard to study the long-term consequences of these changes, especially because they are happening so quickly, but there are some tried and true methods to raising kids that we've been using for millennia. Some of these methods you can start using now. Set up more mixed-age play day for your kids. Give them room they need to make mistakes. Give them more unstructured playtime. In fact, this is not just an idea that's relevant to those who are raising kids, because even as adults, we are still developing. These lessons are applicable to you too. Allow yourself to make mistakes. Spend time with older family and younger friends. Give yourself some unstructured playtime. And perhaps recognize that the familiar culture all around you is, in fact, very strange.